What's up, what's up? This is Africano from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm representing Playboys Inc. and the International Urban Dance Academy.
Hello, beautiful people. Salat, Bandi, Sore, Malam, all of the above. I'm Soumayah from the great city of Atlanta in the state of Georgia, USA, and I am representing my beautiful self and my company, Gifted in Movement Dance Theater. Afrobeats is a style of music and dance that comes from the continent of Africa. The movement started as a music industry in about 2012 in Nigeria, made its way to Ghana, which is in West Africa, and then to London, Europe. And DJs started scratching and making up different sounds, coming out of Afro house, mixing up some of the sounds from the Niger style, some Ghanaian mixes in there, and then you came up with some Afrobeat sounds. And it started to spread through the continent of Africa, and now every country in the continent has their own feel of Afrobeats music. They have their own artists, and they also have their own dance moves. So it's basically the new urban dance style of Africa.
Right, and strutting is a dance style that's specifically known out of the Bay Area of California. The Bay Area is Northern California, for those who don't know. And it is, in a sense, a predecessor to the style we call popping. In a sense, they're very much so connected. A lot of places are known for strutting. You have San Jose, you have Oakland, you have Sacramento, you have Richmond, California, okay, and now it's worldwide. One thing a lot of people ask is, what's the difference between popping and strutting, right? One of the biggest things that makes the difference, I would say, is the timing and the groove of the dance, which sets it up in a different way. But also, originally strutting was done in groups, all right? So it was a group routine type of thing, and then it broke off into solos. But this is the evolution of boogaloo, especially that was known in Oakland, the kind of boogaloo that was known in Oakland and throughout the African American diaspora. So that's the evolution of that dance, put in groups, made for the stage, and then it began to break off into solos. So it is a dance that I love, and it's a dance that I love to share.
Well, for me, Afrobeats is about celebrating my indigenous African culture. My ancestral lines go back to East Africa, what we call the Horn of Africa. I have two lineages, one from Tanzania and one from Ethiopia. They're right next to each other in the Horn of Africa. So as a child growing up, I started dancing at 4, doing African dance. I booked my first professional gig at 6 as an African dancer. So it's always been something that was very, very passionate for me. And with us being in an age now where African culture is not celebrated as much, especially in the United States, we experience a lot of oppression for people who are Black or who are of a darker hue. So I really wanted to share my culture with the world now that everyone is so open to African culture and show the positivity and the beauty in our music and our dances. So Afrobeats, having this lineage going back to originally Afrobeat music, which was created by Fela Kuti, and about liberation of African people, it's really important to show the power behind Afrobeats and what it is in the new age, because we are now experiencing the new Africa, the one that is liberated. You know, all the technology and all the businesses are being created. The economy is boosting in Africa. We're seeing many, even Asian populations going to the country and investing in all the beauty and the resources that are there. And now they're starting to invest in the entertainment business as well. So it's a beautiful time to be African. I'm so proud of who I am and the African diaspora movement. It's so spiritual for me and for all those students that I teach. This is really what drives me, the fact that I can make a spiritual connection with every student that I teach. You know, African dance, it's about being spiritual. It's about connecting. It's about really feeling and building community. That's what we do as Africans, you know, in the diaspora. So for this reason, this is why I teach Afrobeats, because it's the bomb.
Why do I teach strutting? Funny thing is, I don't consider myself as someone who really teaches strutting per se. I love to teach popping, and I feel like strutting is an essential foundational element when it comes to the dance style that we love, which we call popping. So I'm all about understanding the culture and teaching and sharing the culture. Not just my culture, but all the cultures that went into this dance, and teaching people how to actually connect, okay, what you're learning to what you already love to do. You know, whether that be, you know, dancing on motorcycles or, you know, dancing in studios, you know, just depends on the situation. But I love this dance. I feel like it connects to everything that is from my culture, and it's really important for people to make the connection and to have that cultural experience, because that is what this dance is about. It's about connecting. And I truly believe that when it comes to strutting, or any dance like that, but especially strutting, it's all about connecting. And it's all about feeling, you know, not as much about using your mind. And traveling and teaching that, to me, has more value than teaching any technique that anyone can give.
My goal with Afrobeats is to be able to touch every continent with the evolution of African diaspora movement, to show people that African dance is the root of all dance. Number one. Number two, I would like to show people how to build dance community by using African dance as a vehicle, because it is such a communal dance in general. Because it goes back to traditional movement, which is built upon dancing ceremonially, you know, for weddings, for birth of babies, for funerals. People dance in a circle. That is where the original cipher started in hip hop. It started with African dance. We dance in a circle. You see, that's where it came from. So I want people to really have an appreciation for that particular evolution. And the third thing I would say is, I have a touring dance company that's 10 years old, and I want to be able to show African diaspora movement in particular how Afrobeats can be used on stage to create performance works, okay? And the other part of it is, I also want to work with Afrobeats artists all over the world. So currently I have projects pending in Switzerland and with an artist in Tanzania that I'm going on tour with in June. So, you know, we'll see where it goes from there.
In regards to my vision when it comes to, let's say, dance and how it connects to me and career and all those wonderful things. I mean, to be honest, when I started out dancing, it wasn't in my mind as something that I was going to be doing as a career, to be honest. I was doing it because I loved it. I was doing it because something about it was fulfilling to me, to be able to work on something really hard on my own and then to see it manifest, you know, and being able to travel and share with other people and see those light bulbs go off, you know, and for them to see something manifest from their hard work is I would say just as rewarding, if not more rewarding, than doing it for myself sometimes. You know, my vision continues to change. As time goes on, I continue to learn and expand and oftentimes like hone in on whatever that is that I see myself doing. But I will say that my goal really is to open minds and to make that heart connection. Now with the International Urban Dance Academy, that goal continues on when it comes to helping people create something out of that vision. So having your own vision and learning how to actually make a career out of whatever that is in relation to dance. And that's something that we're really missing when it comes to the urban dance world, quote unquote. And it's something that, you know, we need to have these conversations about your options as a dance professional, as a dancer, and what you can really do with that and how you get there, the steps that it takes. So, you know, not just saying, okay, yeah, now you feel better about yourself, learning how to dance better, but okay, now what are you going to do with that? Are you just going to do it as a hobby, or is it something that you want to take further? And if so, how can we make that happen? So there's a two-part vision for me. Part of it is going out and, hey, look at me, dancing, I'm connecting, showing off, okay? And then there's also the part of helping others grow. And to me, that's what we're all looking for, is that connection. Yeah. This is Africano.
And this is Soumayah.
And you are now watching
HBS Insights.